everybody, and welcome back to episode 7 of our Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode. I am back from the nether, and I did die. I died like 4 times in the nether. There are some Hector spiders in there, and they're from the mod Natura, and they hit like a freaking tank. I'm not going to lie, they literally one-shotted me. I cannot believe it. I don't know whether it's because it's on hard mode, but yeah, I think I must have died in the nether about 4 times. It was ridiculous, and I was trying to find my way around, trying to find some cobalt and ardite from last episode. I did go and find some. I got 4 ardite ores and 1 cobalt. I did get some more, which I've already smelted down in our smeltery for making some tools in just a second. But yeah, if you have this on hard mode and you go to the nether, just be careful of these spiders in there, because they will attack you. And they do hurt. I'm not going to lie. So off camera, I have been doing a little bit of work. I haven't done too much, but you may notice that we have some iron chests now, because our chests were absolutely full of just ingots and gems and all different types of, like, I've got some of these sloth shards from Forbidden Magic. I've never ever played Forbidden Magic on Minecraft before, so that should be quite an interesting mod to have a look at. Got some of these glutonary shards. No clue what they are. I know these shards are from Formcraft, which is Formcraft is pretty good. I also got some sort of like imp hide, I believe I got, wherever it is. There it is. Got some imp leather and some of this raw imp hide, which I don't want to cook up and eat because it doesn't look very appealing, does it? It's like green. That's probably like moldy. Nah, not for me, thank you. And I did go ahead and kill a ghast, and I got ourselves a ghast here. So I returned the sender, or returned to sender. He started like vomiting. I just whacked his vomit, went back in his face, blew himself up. Nice. Got his tear. He cried. He didn't like puke in his face. So I've just gone ahead and also put a trash can outside and got rid of some of our patterns here, because when we got it from the village, that was full of the same type of patterns. I believe it was just a ton of guards in there for your swords, and I didn't want everything in there, so I just sort of chucked it in this trash can. And as you can see, I should really get rid of this sword down here. I chucked this sword in there quite a while back now. And I don't know why it hasn't despawned. I'm not too sure whether Tinker's Construct items despawn if you've built them. This copper broadsword has been in the ocean for quite some time now, so I'm just going to chuck it in the trash can, get rid of it, erase it. Nice. Brilliant. So let's make ourselves some tools. As you can see, our steel pickaxe is almost dead. It's 82 out of 750 remaining, so we got 82 picks at this before it breaks. And to be honest, I don't really want a pickaxe like this anymore, and I don't really want an alumite broadsword. It's not the best. You know, look at the state of that. It's only attack of 7 and 3.5 hearts, and I'm going to keep our electrum hammer for now. We've almost gone halfway through its durability. Our flint shovel is no more. It's broken. We can get rid of that. Don't want the flint shovel anymore. We are now on episode 7 and we still have a flint shovel. What is wrong with me? That is not good. I'm going to get rid of the copper hatchet. I'm going to get rid of our alumite sword, and I'm also going to get rid of our steel pickaxe. So let's start off with a cobalt pickaxe head. I'm going to use the cobalt, and let's just grab our cast here, and let's take a look at this. You can select these molten liquids if you wish, if you just left click on them. So let's select cobalt, and let's just fill up our cast. Nice, look at that. That is a lovely blue. I like that blue, so let's put that back up. And I also am going to need a binding, and I want an obsidian binding, because obsidian has a very, very strong durability, and I believe it's got reinforced 3 on it. Yeah, there we go. So we need reinforced 3, and for the tool rod, I want to use manulin, and we already have a bit of manulin made up here. Do I have a tool rod pattern? Yes, there we go. So let's grab this and let's throw it in there. Did I select manulin? I did, and I'm going to need 4 tool rods. So let's go 2, 3, and 4. Yes, there we go. Nice. So we now have 4 of those. And this will make that, that, and that, and that. So we got our pickaxe here. We're going to need to make ourselves a sword now. Let's put that back and put this back down here. So we're going to need a sword blade. And I want to make the actual blade out of manulin, because manulin has the highest attack that I know of. Do we not have any more manulin? We don't. We got 3 cobalt. So let's skip the sword and go to... Let's build ourselves the shovel and axe. So I want to make the shovel and axe out of cobalt. So we now have these. We now have a shovel and a axe. So we just need the sword. So we need just one more ardite. So let me go back here, grab ourselves some ardite. I completely forgot. I'm pretty sure I put enough in here, but maybe I didn't. I obviously didn't. So we could do the wide guard for our sword. Now there was plenty of things I wanted to do to get a wide guard, and I was looking and looking and looking. I thought maybe should we use cactus, because cactus has a splintering effect. But then I thought, do I really want to do that? Or could we do something else? And I did come up with a thing where I'm going to make the actual wide guard out of paper, because paper has a trait of writable, I think. I believe it's writable. Let's take a look at this. So we put it in here with the paper. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. So we have writable, and what this will do is it will give us an extra modifier on our sword. So if we do the actual pickaxe here, we'll get, I believe standard is 3 modifiers, and our sword should have 4 modifiers because we have a writable paper wide guard. I believe that's how it works. And do we have ardite in here now? We do. Oh, we got some manulin. Nice. There we go. We can now go ahead and make our sword. I can't wait for this. It's going to be so exciting. So we have our sword blade pattern there. Let's get ourselves the manulin one. And there we go. And we should have everything here that we need. So let's go to our tool forge. And let's go and build ourselves the pickaxe. And we now have a cobalt pickaxe. Check this out. It has reinforced 3. It has a durability of 2000, an effective durability of 2857, and look at the mining speed. That is why I wanted to make the cobalt pickaxe head out of cobalt, because the mining speed on this is 14. I know manulin, I think it's 12. So I went with the cobalt, and the obsidian is to make it stronger, as well as the actual manulin tool rod. So I'm gonna go with this one. Let's make the sword blade, and we're gonna make a manulin sword with the tool rod and paper. And as you can see, it has modifiers remaining of 4 and a durability of 3600. And if we take a look at the actual pickaxe, it has a modifiers, I don't know what I'm saying, I'm getting way too ahead of myself, I'm so excited. Modifiers remaining of 3, and this one has 4. Nice. And let's make ourselves the shovel, which has a mining speed of 14, as same as our pickaxe. And let's do our actual axe here, and it should be exactly the same as our shovel. Nice. Check this out. We now have ourselves some professional tools here. Let's just get rid of some of this stuff and sort of rearrange it. Now that we have all these, it's time to start upgrading and just putting a little bit more into these tools, what we can do. So to tweak them, let's have a look at what we've got. So we've got some redstone here. I'm going to need some redstone. Do we have any more? We do, but we don't have a ton of it. I'm going to need lapis as well. We did have some more. There we go. Got some more lapis. So I want to put some redstone maybe on... I'm definitely going to want the redstone on our hatchet and shovel. And there is a enderman somewhere. Come on out. Where are you? He's... I don't know where he is. He's there somewhere. So let's do this. Put some redstone on this thing. So as you can see, it has a mining speed of 14. If we put redstone on it, it'll go up to 1544. So let's go this. Yeah, look at that. We are now up to 17.6. How much can we put on here? I don't want to use all the redstone. 1851. So we can now do this. We can. But I want... well, we could do it up to 100, I suppose. Why not? 60... Should really put this in the block form. 19. Let's get this up to 20. There we go. So we now have a mining speed of our shovel up to 20. That is insane. Let's check this out. Let's try it out. Oh, that is just ridiculous. Oh, there's a skeleton. Oh, and I've also put some more rubber trees down. As you can see, we're now starting to get ourselves a sort of like a rubber tree forest here, which I need to chop these leaves down. I can't believe how quick that is. I didn't even check to see how quick these actually mine. I think that might be a little bit too quick, but 20 of the speed is pretty good. So let's try and do our hatchet as well. I can't believe we just now done that. Let's put this into a redstone block form because it's going to take forever to do this. So let's do 4. We might need a little bit more redstone. We could do more redstone. Actually, let's do the whole lot. We have a hammer. We can go mining. We can go get a bunch more redstone if we wish. So let's do 2 and 2. There we go. And that's now up to 36. Let's put this into a block form as well. Completely forgot. There we go. So we now have 3 of those. Christ, we are running low. 3, maybe 1. Yeah, there we go. Let's do that. 45. Let's do this. And that'll boost up to 50. May as well put the last 2 on there. And this will boost up to 19.8. Just see how fast this actually mines trees down. Let's go and hack a smallish sort of tree down. Let's go and get this one here. Let's try it out. That's not bad. That is pretty good. I like that. Yes. So we can now chop our trees down a lot faster. I know we can have a lumber axe, or I think it's a lumber axe somewhere. Let's take a look at our tool forge. I can't remember what it's called. This thing here. Oh, it is a lumber axe. Yeah, this will take a tree in one swoop, but it costs so much, and it's almost dark again. Why does it keep getting dark so quick? Where is that enderman? I need to find that enderman. I don't know how many ender pearls have we got? We've only got 2. Ooh, we could go and find him. We could, but I'm not going to risk it yet. We don't have any armor either, which I need to sort of think about. I don't know what path to go down for armor. There is tons of options, but I'm not too sure what option to go for. So now we've got these 2. Our pickaxe, I want to have luck, and to get luck we need lapis. We could do blocks of lapis like this. So that's 14. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. When I was in the nether, and I was telling you guys on the last episode that the nether actually introduces the dense ores mod as well as nether ores, and I found a ton of lapis lazuli ore. It looks pretty much like the ardite or the cobalt ore, and I kept going around. I was like, oh, there's loads of cobalt ore everywhere, and it was just actually lapis. So I grabbed a ton of this, and if you're too close to pigmen, they will come and attack you. It's like when you mine this, it sounds like you've hit the pigmen, and they make that sort of funny like sort of noise. And yeah, just be careful. And sometimes they do hiss. These hiss, and they will blow up in your face. So I'm quite lucky that we got 26. And if we put this through a sag mill or a pulverizer or a macerator, it will double our input or output, if that makes sense. We're gonna have to do it at some point. So now that we've got 14 ores or blocks of lapis, let's do this. Put our pickaxe in there, and let's put these in here. So as you can see, we have lapis at the bottom of 18 out of 450. So we're gonna need a ton of lapis to actually get this up. So we can do maybe this. Yeah, I don't think it... Oh, we got fortune 1. So that's not too bad. We now have fortune 1. So when we mine diamonds, it may give us an extra diamond, and sometimes it will give you 2 if you get fortune 2, and fortune 3 it will sometimes give you 3, I believe. And plus, if we get ourselves a dense ore of like diamond, it may give us like 6. I'm not too sure, so I don't think we've got any more lapis lying around. We've got 6 here, so we've got 8. Yeah, we don't have any more, do we? No. So we could put an extra 8 on here. Let's do 8. Yeah, why not? So we can do this and this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And it hasn't even moved it. So we got fortune 1 on our pickaxe, so that's not too bad. And finally, we need to do something to our sword. We now have an attack of 4 hearts and 8 attack damage. I want to get this up a little bit more than what it is, and I went in the nether as well, and I got some of these nether quartz, and you can put nether quartz on your sword to upgrade its sharpness. If I can do quartz blocks, there we go. And this, cool. And let's upgrade our sword. Put that in there with 27, and as you can see, it's got quartz on there, which is a sharpness trait. 8 out of 72. So let's get this up as much as we can as well. There we go. Almost done. What have we got on here now? So we've got a plus 13 attack damage with 6.5 hearts. And we've got 2 modifiers remaining. So there we go. So we now have 6.5 hearts of damage. That is cool. So where are you? Come down here. Give me a fight. Give me a fight. Are you going to come down here? Are you? Please? Oh, there he comes. I'm running away with a decent sword. Okay, so that's 1 and 2. Cool, look at that. 2 shots and he's dead. And I do believe if we keep doing the sharpness on this, we can like then one-shot mobs. That would be pretty awesome. Oh yeah guys, we now have ourselves some decent set of tools here. I want to upgrade our cobalt pickaxe in the future. That's why we have this lapis lazuli ore. I want to put some more lapis on this thing. We've only got fortune 1, which brings me up to a thing of where we're going to have to get ourselves a macerator. We could go down the route of Ender IO and get ourselves a sag mill or thermal expansion to get a pulverizer. But as we have IC2 machines, I thought, you know, why not? Why don't we go for a macerator? And the macerator will automatically pulverize ores and double them for us instead of using the smeltery. Don't get me wrong, the Tinker's Construct smeltery is pretty nice, but it's pretty slow. It's quite slow. You're going to need lava, and it's just a bit of a pain. Just keep like flicking the faucet and trying to get ingots and blocks out of that thing. So I think it's time to start doing some automation through the electric furnace and macerator. So I just gone ahead and got some crushed obsidian, just made some copper cables, and we need another piece of copper cable here with rubber to get insulated. So we now have 6. We need 1 plate with 2 pieces of redstone, which we don't have because we used it. So I'm just going to have to go and grab a couple more. Okay, so I've got 26 redstone. I'm just eating some carrots because our hunger was starting to become a little bit of an issue. So we've got some redstone and we need to make our circuit, which is 1 plate with the 6 copper cables or insulated copper cables with 2 redstone to get ourselves the electronic circuit. I completely forgot what I was going to say. We need ourselves the machine casing, which is quite easy. So we do this and that. This with 3 of the crushed obsidian with 2 cobblestone will get us the macerator from Industrial Craft 2. We can now go ahead and start pulverizing down some ores to double them, and we also going to need this in the future. Probably next episode is where we're going to make something, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to start building it. So we're going to need the macerator, and we're also going to need the electric furnace, and to build this is just 5 iron plates, and we're going to need another electric circuit. Do we need a casing? We don't, so it's pretty easy. So we're going to 5, 6, we're going to need 6 iron plates. So that's not too bad. Let's just go and grab ourselves some iron. Do need to go and do a little bit more mining because our iron is starting to become a little bit scarce. We've only got 39 ingots of it left, which can be a little bit worrying. We're going to need ourselves a furnace, which I'm going to use what we found in a village. So I'm going to place that in there. Nice. And let this cook up. We're also going to need ourselves some, we're going to need some copper, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to need copper. So I believe if we extrude this, we get 3, so it'd be 2. We're going to have to wait till our former's done. It takes quite a while. How are we doing for power? We're not too bad. It is draining. We could flick this back on, actually. Let's start getting a little bit more power. We need to sort of like think about another power option because this little measly steam engine is not going to cut it. Why is that stopped? Oh, okay. We've got to wait till it gets 100% or 100 degrees. I completely forgot about that. Right. So we've got 5 there. Let's make ourselves the iron furnace. Is it not like that? There we go. So we've got the iron furnace. Where is the electric furnace? So iron furnace with 2 redstone. We're going to need 4 pieces of redstone, which we already have. We're going to need another iron plate, which we got there. And let's do this and this. We may need to go outside and get some more resin. Let's sleep through the night quickly. Let's grab ourselves our tree tap and head on outside. Hopefully there's nothing too seriously bad out here. There's I swear I just now heard something. I'm probably being a little bit paranoid here. So let's grab some of this resin. I'm quite happy that we have this tree farm now. That's nice. Yes. That's quite a few bits of resin spots here. We've got 8 there, so that is more than enough that we need. So let's go and cook these down into rubber balls. And I'm going to throw the charcoal in there. I could split this up actually. Let's split this down to 4 each. There we go. So we've got the iron furnace. We need copper cables, so we can put it in the extruding mode and turn it into cables. I want to show you guys how this rock crusher works. Let's put 3 in there. And check this out. We pull it in there and it makes an almighty crash when it's done. Look, listen. So that can be quite annoying if you don't like sort of loud noises. So that's how you get crushed obsidian. And how we doing for copper cable? We're pretty good. And we've got 4 there, 4 there, so that's 8. And let's go ahead and make ourselves the copper insulated cables. And of course, let's make ourselves the circuit again. Nice, we now have the electronic circuit with the iron furnace, and the circuit will give us the electronic furnace. So we no need have to use these anymore. Nice, so we're out the Stone Age. We're going to need ourselves some more connectors if we have any. I don't know if we use them all. I know we've got more connectors, but I think the wires we need. So we're going to need another 2 of these. And we're also going to need a treated stick with 4 copper, I think. Is it 4 copper? I believe it is. 4 copper with 1 treated stick will give us the LV wire. It is that recipe. Where do I want this? I preferably want them together. We could have it like down here, but that might be blocking the way. We desperately need to get out of this side of the mountain here. We've got the electric furnace, so we'll put the macerator down first as well as the furnace. We could do this. We're going to need another wire, aren't we? Or we might be alright. Do this. Yes! Why isn't this one gaining power? It should do. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. So we now have a macerator and a furnace, and we could go and macerate down the copper here and show you guys what this actually does. You can see it's now working. It's drawing power. It's actually, our power demands ain't too bad. The steam dynamo's keeping up with this, but that's only just the macerator. You wait till we start getting the furnace on as well. So we're not doing too bad for power. And then we get the crushed iron or crushed ore. What's this called? Crushed copper ore. Place it in our electric furnace, and that'll go ahead and cook. Let's see how much we drain. Yeah, we are draining. Yeah. So that little measly steam dynamo is not going to be the best thing throughout this series. So yeah, I'm pretty happy now that we have a macerator and an electric furnace, which we can then go ahead and make something else, which is going to come very soon, guys. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be awesome. And as we're close towards the end of the episode, I need to get a ton of coal, and we're going to macerate it into coal dust. And this is going to be the next step of where we're going to go down to get this certain item. And I just now had a look at the recipes for this lapis lazuli ore, and I thought, yeah, we can throw this in the macerator, which you can. It's dense lapis ore, and it gives you the 4 lapis lazuli ore. But I didn't realise it doesn't actually grind down in a macerator. We can smelt it, and we get 1 piece of lapis, or we can put it in a redstone furnace to get 6. We can pulverize it in a thermal expansion pulverizer, and we get a 20% chance of getting some sulfur, and we get 12 lapis. Or we can put it in a sag mill, and we get 8 plus an additional 1 of 20%, and we get a chance of getting cobblestone, which is 15%. We can use a crusher from immersive engineering, and that is it. We can't go ahead and place it in our macerator. I could have sworn you could do that. Maybe I was wrong. I was probably wrong. So we need to get a ton of coal. So I do believe a mining trip is needed for next episode. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to end episode 7 here. Purely because we don't have the resources just yet. So I may go off camera, go and get a ton of coal, get everything that we need. I do know we're going to need ourselves some redstone chipsets. So I'm going to place them in there and get some redstone chipsets cooked up through our lasers here. We're going to need a ton of those, we're going to need a ton of coal, and we're going to need, I think we may have to make another IC2 machine. I'm not too sure. I'm going to have a look at the recipes. But when we come back, guys, we're going to make it, and we're going to be overpowered. I'm not going to lie, we are going to be overpowered. Plus, we've got overpowered tools here, which is going to make our life a heck of a lot easier. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up episode 7 here. I do hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Now that we have some decent and overpowered tools, it is awesome. I can't wait for next episode of what we're going to make. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. When we make it, we can then go ahead and build ourselves a new base. We can build a new base without it, but I think it's going to be a hell of a lot easier if we did have it. And yeah, it's going to be brilliant. But like I said, I hope you guys have enjoyed episode 7, and I hope to see you guys back on episode 8 when we're going to build this mysterious item. I'll see you guys then.